Hi YouTube, it's Sticky Plasters. Today is Tuesday the 14th of December, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm not very well. I'm off work today. I woke up this morning with a terrible headache. I just kind of moved into general cough and cold situation, so there's no makeup. And I feel about as good as I look, so I'm sorry. And I'll try not to sneeze and cough at you. Things aren't going brilliantly. I'm a little bit worried about being 2 weeks out from my operation. 2 weeks today, the 28th of December, and having this rotten cold. I'm conscious of the fact that certain medications can prohibit the surgery, so I'm not going to the doctor. Not that they'd really give you anything for a cough and cold anyway, but I have to be careful of my chest because as an asthmatic, chest infections can be bad. So I'm keeping an eye on that and trying to juggle it. So that's worrying me a bit. And the other thing is that I started the pre-op diet yesterday. And things aren't going very well, to be honest. I'm really disappointed in myself, and I'm quite worried about what it says about my willpower going forward. I started the pre-op diet yesterday, which in my mind wasn't 2 weeks, because it's 2 weeks today. So I did well all day. I was absolutely bloody starving. I should say the pre-op diet that I'm on is not liquid. It's 2 weeks of what I think they call the broth diet, which is weird because there's not really any broth involved. Basically it means that I can have chicken or white fish or 2 eggs as a protein for 2 meals a day. And I can accompany that with green vegetables. I can drink Bovril, basically stock, and I can have some sugar-free jelly, a little bit of fruit, which, considering some of the pre-op diets that I know that you guys have had to do, and the length that some of you have had to do them for, the fact that I didn't make it to the end of my first official day without having some Jaffa cakes is just frankly embarrassing. I'm really disappointed in myself, and I need to try and work out what's going on in my head with that. I started today again in complete earnest, and then feeling like crap, comforted myself with a cup of coffee with milk in it. I'm not allowed milk, and a couple of biscuits earlier on. So I'm probably running the post-op diet at the moment at about 50-50, and that's rubbish. And it worries me that if I'm like this around the very first days of my pre-op diet, how am I going to make the massive lifestyle changes needed to work with my gastric band tool to lose the weight that I need to lose? On the one hand, part of my head is saying, you have no restriction at the moment, so you're just having to rely on your own willpower, and let's face it, that's never been brilliant, otherwise I wouldn't be here in the first place. But as Banded Wendy says, serious is as serious does, and so far I haven't been able to be very serious about this, and I don't know what to do about that. I get why it's as important as it is. I get that I need to shrink the liver. I get that, if my liver's in too bad a shape when I get there, they may turn me away. And I don't know why, after all of the planning and all of the talking and the watching and the videos and the appointments and the money, because I've paid for it now, I'm still struggling with that. Really worries me. So So I guess as part of my brain that's sort of thinking, well, 10 days of post-op diet, hey, some people only do it for a week. And yeah, I can probably get away with it, but it's just not the attitude. It's not the mental position that I need to be in, and that is worrying me. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to make that commitment? I really hope so. I really hope so. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. I'm intending to just get back on it today. I'm not going to go crazy because I've had a couple of biscuits, because I know that that's half the battle, half the mental game that us overweight people play. So I will have my chicken and green vegetables tonight. I made loads of soup last night, because it's only green vegetables. It looks kind of a bit like I imagine primordial ooze to look and taste. A lot like pureed baby food, but it's fine. As I say, compared to some of the post-op, pre-op things that some of you have had to do, mine is nothing. So I feel quite crap about whinging and being unable to do this and feeling sorry for myself because I've got a cold and I'm just not really on top form. So that's that. Hopefully I'll get my head around that today and tomorrow and really get that post-op diet going. Pre-op diet. I get really confused between pre and post. Excuse me. So this weekend just gone was crazy busy. Went to see my family, went to see my partner's family, went to a family party. It was just madness all over the place, lots of driving and travelling. And one good thing about that was I felt quite chilled out at the family party. I usually have real issues with family parties and feeling really uncomfortable and like the fat, ugly one and everything else. And I felt quite chilled about it, I guess because I felt sort of smug that I wanted them to look at me now, burn it into their brain, so that next year when they see me they all go, oh, wow, that's amazing. So that's a personal goal for me, is being able to be in that environment and feel okay. And then I spent most of Sunday shopping for all of this new stuff. I've been picking up bits and pieces, little dinner plates to eat from, little Tupperware cups. We don't have the 1.5 cup measure here in the UK, so I've been trying to sort of look at what that would be here and get cups that are about that size. I'm trying to think what else I've done. I have some questions actually for the people, the hospital group that are doing my surgery, which I'm going to ask them. Some questions around, I've heard that you can't take the contraceptive pill a week before, but none of them have said that to me. I'm not 100% clear on what will happen when the operation's done. Are they going to sort of send me on my way with a worksheet and I won't see anyone for 6 weeks? Or will there be appointments between then? I'm not sure. So I need to become a little clearer than that so that I have a picture in my mind. I want to try and get together some kind of journal so that I can track my weight loss, track how I'm feeling when I make good food choices, bad food choices, what the results of those are, so that I can really try and learn from what I'm doing. As the brilliant advice out there says to do, I think it's critical, which is why I've come on here to admit to my Jaffa cake and biscuit scoffing just 2 days into the pre-op diet. So I guess that's it for now. Not very upbeat. I'm very sorry. I hope that I'm able to shake this cold, to shake out of this mood and get my head in the game. I hope you're all well. And if you do have any advice or any comments about your pre-op diets or how you did with them, did you mess it up? I mean, I know I've watched a couple of YouTube videos where people have said they didn't really do the whole pre-op diet, they were really naughty and sort of did a whole last meal thing every day. any advice really, any advice, any tips to keep me on the straight and narrow, gratefully received as always. I think that's it. Okay. You all take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye now.